Today's reading is Matthew 24, and if you've read it, then I think you'll hear me out when I say that I wanted to pass this one back to Matt or Michael to explain or reflect on more. But, I thought the Bible is for everyone, and if I believe that I want to push through this and give my reflection on it. And I have gained tools while following Jesus to help me just read a chapter like this, because when I first read it, it's a lot about end times and trials and tribulations, and I just wanted to turn the page and go to something that was easier to digest. But I did a few things. I went back and I made sure to read the chapters leading up to this so that I wasn't reading it out of context. And the other thing is I actually sat with it with my Bible open. Sometimes I like to read the Bible on my phone or listen to it through an app, both good practices. But I sat with the physical Bible open and I read it and I reread it and I prayed. And it was just a simple prayer of, God, what are you showing me about who you are? What can I learn from this? What are you saying is true? And two big things that I took away from the chapter are that, one, our time on earth is limited. It doesn't last forever. And two, God calls us to stand firm to the end, to be faithful and to be wise. So sometimes I just don't want to think about how time on earth is not forever. But this life is a gift. And there is so much mystery to the life. And as a follower, a believer in Jesus, I believe in this gift of eternal life forever with God. But reading this in terms of life here on earth, not being forever, kind of gives me a renewed sense of purpose and perspective. It allows me to step back and think what is important. As a mom with small kids at home and life going on, it's easy to get caught up in the mundane, in all the fires that I'm trying to put out, all the fires that we put out daily, right? Whether you're at work or home or whatnot. And this chapter just reminded me that, our stuff doesn't last forever. And what am I investing in eternally? What is realistic for me to invest my life in right now? And who is in my sphere of influence? Who has God put into my life for me to love? And how can I do that? Then just this theme that life is hard. There will be hard things, trials come, and we may want to walk away from our faith. We may be deceived. We may be distracted. There is this spiritual realm that we believe in that is kind of vying for us. And so as followers of Jesus, there's a call for us to be diligent, to stand firm to the end, to keep watch, I think are some of the words used in this chapter. And so how do we do that? I think it looks like meeting with Jesus, sitting quietly, praying, talking, reading our Bibles, not giving up meeting with one another. Just there is such an importance of community and connecting with people, talking about the hard things in life, sharing the joys in our lives, rejoicing with others, sharing our doubts, our fears, our failures. There's value in that. So in light of our time on earth being finite, I challenge us, I encourage us, to think about how God is calling us to live, to stand firm, to be faithful, and to be wise.